Monica, can you come into my office, please?
Yeah, oh my god. What? Your office? This is your office? Oh my god, gross. What is this place?
Now, Monica, I have called you here because as the CEO of Smash English, I would like you to write me a report.
A report?
Yeah, I want to know what people like about Smash English and what people don't like about Smash English. Also, give me some recommendations or suggestions about what I could do as the CEO of Smash English to improve Smash English, because right now, things aren't looking great.
Oh my god, seriously? You want me to do that for you? Wow. I feel like a businesswoman.
Just go, get to work.
Oh, okay then, Mr. Toby. I'll get to work. Bye!
For part 2 of the B2 First Writing exam, you might decide to write a report. But what is a report? And what do you need to do to get the highest marks possible? My name is Toby, this is Smash English, and here is everything you need to know about writing a report for the B2 First Cambridge exam. Reports are so boring. Yes, really boring. But also easy. Why? Because they are so formal and so mechanical. If you are not a creative person, and that's okay, then a report is a great option for you in part 2 of the B2 First Writing exam. So then, let's look at Monica's question.
You recently received an email from the CEO of Smash English. Thank you for your contribution to Smash English. Smash English is always looking to improve its content. Please send us a report outlining the positive and negative aspects of Smash English and where we could improve in the future.
Okay, so Smash English is okay, but there needs to be more Monica in the videos. So put more Monica in the videos, and we need more hot guys because I need a boyfriend and the situation is getting urgent. So more hot guys, and I need more clothes to wear because I wear the same thing in every video, and I know, I look really hot in what I wear, but I think for the audience, they would like to see me wearing something more sensual. Do you know what I mean? And anything else? Yeah, Monica needs sushi when she works. That's very important. I love sushi. Oh my god. Finished.
No, no, no. First, we need to plan.
Oh my god, this is so boring.
This means we need to read the question with a pen and underline the key pieces of information. Number 1, who is the report for? Who is the target reader? A report will always be for a superior. So that means we must write formally. We cannot use contractions. We cannot use informal phrasal verbs. And we cannot use idioms. Next, we must underline what we need to do. A report will always ask you to do 3 things. And the third thing will always be to give a recommendation or a suggestion. Easy.
Okay, so in this example, I must 1. Describe the positive aspects of Smash English. 2. Describe the negative aspects of Smash English. And number 3, I've gotta give recommendations on how to improve Smash English. So that's 3 tasks, yeah? Oh, and I'm writing to Toby, the CEO, so I've gotta be super formal. Yeah.
Next, we need to organize our paragraphs. Every report needs an introduction. And then we need 1 paragraph for each task. So in this example, paragraph 1 will be our introduction. Paragraph 2 will talk about the positive aspects of Smash English. Paragraph 3 will talk about the negative aspects of Smash English. And paragraph 4 will give a recommendation or a suggestion for the future. Also, a report should be between 140 and 190 words. This means that our introduction and conclusion should be between 30 and 40 words, and our two body paragraphs, paragraphs 2 and 3, should be between 50 and 60 words. But please do not count your words in the exam, because you do not have time. The point is this. If you write too few words, below 140 words, you probably have not included all the information necessary to complete the tasks. If you write more than 190 words, you are probably including irrelevant information, and that's a terrible thing. Both of these things will lose you marks, and we don't want that. This is why we plan, to make sure that in each paragraph we are completing a task. Easy, very easy. Next, we need to think of titles.
Titles?
Yes, titles. This is super duper important. This is very, very, very important. When you write a report, every paragraph must have a title. But don't worry, these do not need to be creative titles. This is not an article. Article writing, click here, bye. No, this is not an article. Your titles do not need to be creative. They must be factual. They must let the reader know what information will be contained in the paragraph. So, what is a very boring and factual title, Monica, for the introduction?
How about introduction?
Yeah, exactly. Introduction. What about the other paragraphs?
For paragraph 2, we could call it Smash English, the positive. And then paragraph 3, Smash English, the negative. And then for the last paragraph, we could call it Recommendations for the future. Yeah?
Done. Exactly. Please do not forget to write titles. If you forget your titles, you will die. And please don't die, because Smash English needs subscribers. Subscribe. So then, how do we write our introduction?
I'm going to tell you about all the good and bad things about Smash English and then recommend some stuff. Finished.
This is far too informal. An introduction for a report should do two things. Number 1, state the aims of the report. Why are you writing the report? What is the report trying to do? And number 2, state where we got the information from to write the report. So then, Monica, try again.
This report has been written to describe both positive and negative aspects of Smash English and provide recommendations for the future. Notice here we have used the passive. This is because a report is impersonal. Oh, but I want it to be all about me. No, we do not want the report to be a personal text. So, as Monica has done here, try to avoid speaking in the first person. The passive is a good way to do this.
And now, Monica, how are you going to get the information to write the report? How are you going to discover what the positive and the negative aspects of Smash English are?
I'll use my brain. I have so many opinions. Trust me.
No, because this is too personal. A report is not a personal piece of writing. It is not about you. So instead, you could carry out a survey or conduct interviews to find out what people think about Smash English.
Okay then, I will interview the staff at Smash English. We'll see what they think.
Okay, yeah, good idea. So you must state this in your introduction.
In order to do this, interviews were conducted with Smash English staff. Here we have the formal linking expression in order to. We have used the passive again to not put the focus on the writer, and we have used the formal collocation to conduct an interview.
Oh, hey Bruce, I'm going to ask you a few questions. What do you think are the positive aspects of Smash English?
What do you want? Why are you asking me this?
I'm writing a report for Toby. Come on, Bruce, this is really important for my career as a businesswoman.
Yeah, All right. The best thing is I can drink at work.
Okay, and what's the worst thing?
And the worst thing is I have to work sometimes. It's very difficult.
Oh my god, I'll find someone else that actually takes this seriously, okay? Oh, hi Duke.
Oh, hi Monica. You look very beautiful today.
Yeah, whatever. I'm writing a report for Toby. It's super important. What do you think is the best thing about Smash English?
That's easy. You, of course. Monica, you're funny, you're beautiful, and you're intelligent.
Yeah, Duke, this is great. I think the same, so I'll write this down for both of us.
Remember, the information you present in your report does not have to be factually accurate. Just invent stuff. That's fine. In our second paragraph, Smash English, the positives, we need to write about the positive aspects of Smash English that we learned about from our interviews.
Of those interviewed, 100% reported that they highly enjoyed the involvement of Monica in videos. One participant remarked that Monica was beautiful, intelligent, and had great skin. From the interviews, it seems that Monica is an essential component of Smash English, and many would not watch if she were not a part of the organization.
Monica, seriously.
Toby, this is science, yeah? I did interviews. You cannot argue with science. That's like a scientific fact.
This paragraph starts off by describing the findings of the interviews. Yeah, that I'm great. Then it describes what we can learn from the interviews. That we need more me. Yep, okay. So the findings are that the people interviewed love Monica, and what we learn from this is that Monica is very important to Smash English. Notice we have used the reporting verbs reported and remarked to document what people said. We have also used a second conditional to describe what we can learn from the interviews. Great grammar. Absolutely great.
And now we need to do the same thing for our third paragraph. Smash English, the negatives.
And what about the worst aspects of Smash English, Duke? Is there anything you don't like? What about Bruce, Duke? Do you like Bruce? Ugh, Bruce, horrible, isn't he? Ugh.
No, I'm scared of Bruce.
Oh yeah, I hate Bruce too. Ugh, Bruce. Let's say then that we hate him, we don't want him here, and he drinks too much, and he smells, yeah?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Hey, so Toby, I've done all of my super scientific formal interviews. Here.
100% of people interviewed complained about Bruce. They explained that Bruce's behavior often made viewers feel uncomfortable. Several of those interviewed felt that Bruce's behavior towards Monica was particularly offensive. This suggests that Bruce has a negative impact on Smash English. Like the last paragraph, we have outlined the findings of our interviews and then described what we can learn from them. So, here we have discussed negative comments about Bruce, and the lesson that we have learned is Bruce has a negative impact. Again, we have used the reporting verbs explain and feel. Please remember not to use the first person. Instead of saying, I therefore think that Bruce has a negative impact on Smash English, we said, this suggests that. Remember, do not make things personal.
And now we need to write our conclusion, and this should complete our last task. We must give a suggestion or a recommendation about how to improve Smash English in the future. But remember, this suggestion or recommendation must be linked to what we talked about in paragraphs 2 and 3. It must be connected to the results of your interview or your survey. In this case, interview.
So I think Monica should be in every video and Bruce must be fired. Bye!
Monica, slow down. This is a report. It is not a personal text, and I do not care what you think. Instead, you need to interpret the findings of the interviews and state what you think they suggest we should do in the future to improve Smash English. This recommendation is not based on your thoughts, they're based on evidence and how you interpret that evidence.
Okay, so the findings of my scientific research were that the people love Monica, but the people also hate Bruce. So Smash English should have more Monica, but less Bruce, right?
Yes, exactly, so do it!
Based on the interviews, it is clear that Monica is incredibly popular. Therefore, Monica should be promoted more on the channel. On the other hand, Bruce is unpopular with Smash English staff. As a result, his involvement with the company ought to be terminated. Notice how we have immediately stated based on the interviews. Thus, we are not discussing our opinions, but something factual. Our recommendations are therefore a result of research and not random opinion. So here is our final report, complete with titles for each paragraph. Oh my god, guys, do you like it? I'm so proud of it. It's marvelous.
So remember, number 1, a report is between 140 and 190 words. Number 2, underline each task that you need to complete. The third task is always to make a recommendation or a suggestion. Number 3, organize your paragraphs and please remember to give each paragraph a title. Number 4, be formal. Avoid talking in the first person. Using the passive will help you with this. Number 5, invent data to present in your report. This can be in the form of interviews or surveys. Number 6, in your introduction, state the aims of the report and state what research you did in order to write it. Number 7, in the next 2 paragraphs, paragraphs 2 and 3, present your data and state what can be learned from it. And number 8, in your conclusion, please give your recommendation based on the findings of your research. Ha! See? That was easy. I don't have to do the exam. I speak really great English already, so good luck. Excuse me, I don't want to disturb your little game, but what is this?
Oh, hi Bruce. I did a report for Toby, and it says that you are fired. So go away, please.
Great skin? Monica, who said this? You've got a beard.
Oh my god, Bruce, you are so ignorant. I did research. You cannot argue with science. You're literally a science denier. Oh my god.
And with that, we are finished. Now you know everything you need to know about writing a report for the B2 First Cambridge exam. If you liked the video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment down below. My name is Toby, and this was Smash English.